SD Productions presents Minimum Wage Sentai by Stephen Bove. Read to you by the author. Chapter 3. The Return of the Zorgan. "What the hell happened?" asked the general as he sat at a large war desk. He was in his late 60s and had silver hair on his head. This man wore different medals and other awards on his dark green uniform. They were staring at the blank screens that used to have readouts to live camera feeds from the fighters' vessels. Then another high-ranking soldier handed a tablet towards the general. "Sir, we believe it was a mothership." "Mothership?" asked the general with a confused look on his face. "Of Zorgan descent." And with that word, the room went quiet. "Activate the teleporter and contact Zordan," said the general without even thinking. "But sir, activate the teleporter now!" shouted the general. Then, 4 smaller ships came out of the mothership and headed towards Earth. One towards Washington, D.C., one towards New York City, one towards North Hollywood, California, and one, for some reason, went towards one of the beaches of San Francisco. As the ships arrived, they began to send out beams of energy and began to destroy buildings. Millions died within moments. Every building was destroyed, and where the land once was, now lie large sinkholes. Madison Square Garden and the surrounding area, the White House and the surrounding area, a block of Hollywood Boulevard, and a local pier were all destroyed. The new team of fighters' bodies were inside cryo chambers. Then, Jason, Kimberly, Walter, Zach, Trini, David, and Jacqueline all appeared inside glass chambers in liquid. One of the tubes were empty, just a broken watch. "What the hell happened?" asked William as he walked into the break room at his work. Everyone, even customers, were glued to the television. "Their backs," said a reporter as they showed images of sinkholes and surrounding destruction. William just shrugged his shoulders and went back to his own life. "I ain't wasting my break in here," said William as he walked over to the time clock that hung on the wall outside the room. "I'm going to lunch," and with a swipe of his ID card, he clocked out and walked away from the crowd that had formed around the TV. "Why did they attack a random pier?" asked Cage as he watched the television in his office at the local newspaper. "That's the beach," said Carol as she watched what had happened on her desk on her computer. "That's the beach where Billy," she continued as she remembered the horrible interview she had had with Hawkins. "I have to go," said Carol as she grabbed her coat and purse off her chair, which sat behind her desk. Carol then walked very fast as she went to leave the building. "Where's she going?" asked the man who looked over his shoulder at Carol. "She's doing what you all are paid for," shouted Cage. "Now there are stories out there, go find them." End of chapter 3.